It's funny that you said
that.
Redacted Steve.
Yeah.
I'm Redacted Steve.
I'm Redacted Steve. I forget. Do we have to do anything actively to be on YouTube, or do they just...
Yeah, Steve does it.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Fuck YouTube.
So it's like, I don't know what he does. I just hit go live. That's all I know. Okay, well.
Unless, of course, it is streaming to YouTube automatically.
It does say multi-stream.
In which case, welcome, YouTube.
Oh, no, my body, says Steven. Steve, did we have to do anything to go to YouTube, or does it just work? You tell us in chat.
Steve do.
Steve do. Steve tell do. All right.
Steve tell him or do.
Steve tell do. That's his book on leadership. Steve tell do.
Tell do.
Do us part.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you should have put in black line over his eyes.
And his mouth.
Like a redacted file paperwork would be.
That's fair. Redacted.
Good job, Steve. You do good off job.
Thanks, Steve. I would like to redact my statement of fuck YouTube.
Well, it won't be recorded.
It's true.
Since he hasn't put us there yet.
Hey.
Ta-ta!
Never said that. You can't prove it.
It's true. Chunky should have come out last night. It was a good pervert sex movie because Steve picked it.
We did Botched films.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
It was one of Steve's favorite movies of all time.
Gross.
It tracks based on what happened in that movie.
There was like a machine that, when turned on, made everyone really horny.
Nice.
Like super horny. Like, I'm going to make a lot of bad decisions because now I'm really horny. Oh, I could die? Well, but I want to get my rub on, so.
Worth.
Yep.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Let
Every
me
time
get some
they
of that
use it,
cum.
They end with them screaming, unplugging everything, and being like, ah! And then 5 minutes they're like, well,
I am kind of horny.
I am kind of horny. Let me go back up and plug it back in again.
Also, there was forehead wieners.
There were forehead wieners.
All right.
Technically, it was the
Like
pineal gland.
Okay.
Is that what you
Forehead
said, or
wieners.
was it pineal?
It was pine needle gland.
The pineal gland.
Pineal gland. So yeah, it was just. It was a thing. That Jeffrey Combs. And some other people.
Jeffrey Coombs.
It's true. I don't think he was doing a lot of cumin other than when he was being accosted.
Well, when he had his head pee-pee, he was cumin.
Was he cumin? Or was he just eating brains?
I mean,
A lot of stuff happened in this movie.
Yeah. You missed it.
In a short amount of time, too.
You want to rewatch it now instead of doing the show?
There you go.
Kinda.
Okay. Can we just do a From Beyond episode?
Where you guys all... Okay, roll for horny. Let's
Yeah,
see
that's
how
our sanity
horny
stat.
Yeah, you're
The D100? Whoops, I rolled a 69.
Oh, I guess you're so horny your pineal gland shoots out of your head.
I'm king horny.
And you're so horny for
I
brains.
rolled a 61.
You're going to slurp them out of people's eyeballs.
25.
Or 52.
Not that horny.
I'm middling horny.
91.
I'm mildly horny.
You're rutting at that
I
point.
have a case of the horny. It's tepid.
You have got an uncurable case of the horny.
Of the sex.
Sexualies. All right. Who's doing the recap?
Do we...
You should do it as
We
Shanagoli.
just talked about it. It's true. You should be Shanagoli.
All right, you want me to bring you in? Yeah. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I think I get some. Hold on.
Okay. Are you pulling up music?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Hola! Previamente on Botched!
I woke up in the desert with some assholes, and I found a giant fucking robot cave, and there were no traps. Thank God, because I probably would have fallen into the laser pit. Big robot.
Adios,
So hungover.
Crabbo.
Okay. Welcome back, junior researchers, to the 31st episode of our 8th season of Botched. We're going to start a little while after last time, as Shayna has come back to the facility after her long trip. The O5 Council, upon investigating, so the site that Abel was sent to, which is, obviously putting everybody on alert, because Abel's the one that went in and murdered everybody, and he is assigned to a site. They said that he was transferred out of that site, but nobody can find any records as to which site he was transferred to. Those records have all been deleted. But everybody remembers that he was transferred and that a transfer order came through, but nobody can remember who or where it went.
Not even the O5 Council.
No.
If they do, they're not saying.
Yeah. So they're now launching another investigation trying to figure out, A, where Abel went, and how could an SCP of that magnitude get transferred without any of them knowing or approval or any of that.
Global amnestics.
It's true. So in the meantime, you've been asked to investigate an anomalous item that was just brought in. And the way this item was discovered is that somebody was in the park, and all of a sudden, somebody appeared with a gas mask, specifically a Soviet GP5 gas mask. And they had taken it off, dropped it, and ran away screaming. And it was just laying there. And it was reported, and of course, the SCP Foundation found out about it and went and collected the mask for study and research. So now this mask has been brought to you at the Site 69. And just for your description or descriptive purposes, it is a standard-looking Soviet GP5 gas mask where, it's that light brown tan color with the green sort of tank canister on the bottom and the two glass eye holes.
Okay.
So, standard. Doesn't look like...
It's a good fuck mask.
Sure.
In college, we used to take those canisters off and put a bong there.
Duh.
Are you my mommy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense now for sex masks. This is a Doctor Who reference.
Okay.
Oh, it's that one. Okay. Yeah,
I mean, it's not the exact same mask, but...
Same kind. Same era.
Same look, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you my mommy? Anyways. So, yeah. So, you guys
it's a Matt
brought
Smith
this mask,
episode.
and it's currently sitting in... No, it's not.
No.
It's David Tennant.
No,
it's not.
it would have been the first one.
Eccleston.
Eccleston.
Is it?
Yeah.
Though David Tennant makes a Are You My Mommy reference when wearing a gas mask later, and they're like, are you being funny?
That was probably the best Eccleston episode, in my opinion.
Was it really Eccleston?
Yeah, it was like episode 9 of the Eccleston
Yeah,
series.
because he yells, everybody lives.
Huh.
He got really aggressive
you're
in
right.
that
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
too, right? Because
Well-
it's the World War II episode.
Yes,
Yeah, it
World
is.
War II. Every boy...
Yeah.
Or every person that boy touches, like they
Becomes
grow,
that
like it's an
again.
infection.
Yeah.
It's like a virus.
That was a really good episode.
Yeah, it's super creepy.
That's why I thought it was Matt Smith. Because it was a really good episode.
He has good episodes.
He does.
Yeah.
Like dinosaurs on a spaceship.
That's a
I
good
don't mind that
episode.
episode.
I hate that episode.
I don't mind that episode. Anyways, so
Moisturize me. That was a good one.
that was Eccleston.
Yeah.
And also Tennant.
That's right. They did bring that thing back.
Yeah, but it was like a spirit or
Yeah.
something.
It's kind of lazily done on that
Yeah, it
second
was, yeah.
episode.
Yeah, it was just so each of them could act ridiculous and like different people for a little bit.
Anyway,
We should start a
Anyways.
Doctor Who podcast.
It is in.
what would you call it?
Matt Smith, Best Doctor, the podcast.
Got it. That's a solid name.
Yeah. All right. So this gas mask is currently sitting in a containment unit, standard one so far, since it didn't seem to have any, and it's in a steel case that's sealed and closed and whatnot. But it's sitting in there, no windows or mirrors or anything like that. So there's an observation room looking at it, and yeah. How are you proceeding?
Yes, this is Jacques Son. I am the French foreign exchange researcher, and I am here to silence my cell phone and take charge of this object. Please, this D class, what is your name?
Hi, guys. My name's Andy Philosakis.
Andy?
Yeah, it's Andy Philisakis. Whatever, man.
Andy, can you be a deer and hold on a second?
I'm human.
Okay.
I do not get it.
As you said, dear.
Ah, yes. Ha, very funny. I turn off the comm.
Sure.
I'm going to need a standard watcher of the video and a relay of the messages from me to
So you're doing
Mr.
your
Circus here?
watching thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, since it was observed in the wild and didn't seem to have any effect to those who saw the person.
Jacques is not taking any chances.
Okay, that's fine. Yep, you do your standard a person.
And for this telephone game, middle D class, I do not need your name. Please do not tell me. Very good. Now tell Andy that he should describe the mask, pick it up, and perhaps peek a head in.
All right. I mean, boy. What do you mean describe it? Like you could literally see it, can't you?
Like, tell him that while he is moving it towards his face to put on, that if there's anything that happens suddenly, he should let us know.
Okay, fine. So Andy's going to pick up the mask.
Okay, you open the container, the gas mask is in there. Looks like it's in perfectly good condition, especially for, that era of gas mask.
How does it smell?
So Andy's going to like turn it around because there's like the head hole, right?
Yeah, it's got the seal and everything on it. Yeah.
I'm a human, by the way.
I said it has
I know.
the seal.
I'm
I
just
didn't
saying
say
I'm a
it.
human.
Okay. Are you just going to say I'm a human every time there's a word that
Yeah,
is
but-
also an animal word?
No, I'm just reminding myself because sometimes when you're in prison as a D class, you get dehumanized a lot. So I'm just reminding everybody that I run into that.
Yeah,
I'm
well, you are
human.
American, so
No.
that is what
No,
happens.
I'm not. That's rude. I'm also French.
You are not French, I can tell.
I'm French.
Yeah, you're like 50% French on
No.
your grandmother's side.
Nope. 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
You came over on the boat.
No, I still live there.
Yeah. What region?
The
Welcome to my world, asshole.
southeastern region, wine
Okay.
country.
Yeah, wine country.
Yeah,
right next
southeastern.
to Italy.
Yeah, but like a
Terrible.
little bit lower than that. There's like a little island down there that's really hard to hear about.
Is it Quebec Cossa?
No, that's in France. I put
on the damn mask.
I'm gonna like get a couple of my fingers inside the head hole,
Okay.
like just kind of
Yeah.
open it up,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna put it on
Yeah.
and hold my eyes and start shaking around.
Well, the moment you put it on,
Yeah.
for Meep, he goes, "Meep," and explains to you that the D class, what was his name again?
Andy Philisakis.
Andy, yeah, Andy.
Andy Philip Circus.
Andy
Don't knock us. It's Andy Philisakis.
disappears.
He's gone.
Just disappears. Boop.
And the mask?
It, also gone. He just, the moment he puts it on, he just blinks out of existence.
All right. Can we check the infrared and the heat signature? And
He's not in there.
can we send a laser cutter through the room to possibly cut him in half?
Okay.
Zzz.
Nothing happens.
Huh.
So he's not showing up as being in that room.
And the mask is also gone.
And the mask is also gone. Meanwhile, also take your headphones off, I guess, or like,
He's in the
That's
studio.
true, he's in the room.
What
Yeah,
the
fucking
fuck? How's he not gonna
earmuffs.
Is he just got earmuff for 20 minutes?
It's like Amy on the Futurama episode when they're sharing
Yeah,
heads.
she
I need
gets
some
angry.
privacy.
he can hear because the answer. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Dr. Andy Serkis, got it.
Sure, you can put your headphones on. It doesn't matter. So when you put on the gas mask, everything becomes very dark. You do not feel as though you've moved anywhere, but you find yourself in a very, very different environment that you were in just a moment ago. Everything is dark and like it's black stone, but everything is also kind of gooey looking, and you're not sure where you are. But
I know
it's
where I'm
very
at.
creepy. Roll me a sanity check since you just apparently popped up in a completely different place.
It's a critical fail.
Okay. You freak out and immediately take off the gas mask, which causes you to blink right back to where you were standing in the.
It's the
other
exact
room.
same spot?
Yes, in the exact same spot, and he's holding the gas mask.
Mr. Translator, please tell him to explain where he went and what he has seen.
It was awful. A gooey cave of gray. The stench of your mother. Not a hacky sack in sight.
So, did you move at all, or did you stay still?
Oh, I moved.
Besides your bowels?
No, not besides that.
All right. Can we give this man some sort of courage-enhancing serum so he can
And some wet wipes.
and hose him down?
They just walk in and just inject him with an amnestic so he forgets the last 5 minutes.
So someone grabbed my pants.
Whose shit is this?
Yep. Then they leave.
All right.
Jesus.
Tell him to put it on, and while he is walking at the same time, so maybe he will take a few steps to see if he teleports when he comes back out.
What?
Meep, meep.
Where?
Meep, 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 meep.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, you're right. Hold on.
Is there a desk in this room with him, a table?
Yes.
So
That's
tell
what
him
I
to
was
walk
sitting
towards
on.
the table, and maybe he will phase through matter when he comes back.
Okay.
Okay.
Meh.
All right, well, hold on.
Don't tell him about phasing through the matter.
Meep, meep, meep.
I'm going to take my pants off
Meep.
and, like, wipe my butt since apparently I shit
Spray
myself.
him down. Bring in the sprayals.
All right. You ready? Meeper?
Yeah, we are waiting.
Okay. I'm going to put my pants back on, and I put the gas mask back on,
As he's walking forward
and I'm
towards
going to
the
start
table.
walking.
Okay, so as soon as he puts the mask on, he blinks out of existence again. You immediately teleport to this whole new place you've never been to before. It's very dark. There's black stone everywhere. Everything's covered in goo. Roll me a sanity check.
All right. We'll say 15.
Okay. So it's a little unnerving, but you know,
Jesus.
it's something. The ground itself, while stony, you can move normally. You know,
Gooey?
it's kind of gooey and it has like a squishy feel to it when you're walking. But you seem to be in some sort of tunnel.
I take my blaster and shoot the ground.
God
You
damn
don't
it.
have a blaster.
Okay.
And they're Minox. Doesn't feel like rock.
So if you look down, you're wearing your D-class outfit
I am not.
without your pants.
It's not a jumpsuit?
It's a jumpsuit without pants.
So not a jumpsuit?
I mean, you're wearing a
I don't
prisoner
know.
outfit.
You were in a prisoner outfit.
Okay.
You took off the pants, which
I
is
thought
also
it was
the
like a
shirt,
one-piece
so he's just
jumpsuit.
naked.
So you're just naked.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're naked. Standing down in your wing-a-ding. Your wingdings.
It's normal.
Sure.
Is it cold?
It's pretty chilly in
It's
here.
inside me.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to start walking around this cave of wonders.
Okay. You start walking. I will say that this tunnel goes on for quite a while, and you
I'm going to do a
emerge.
cartwheel.
Okay. Roll to acrobatics.
Critical 20.
Wow, that's a nice
You do a
cartwheel.
perfect cartwheel, and your hands touch that gooey stuff, and it's disgusting. On the ground. Now your hands are sticky and gooey.
Like how sticky?
Like you just put your hands into a vat of maple syrup.
Can
That's
I
pretty
like?
sticky.
Goopy.
Can I hang from the ceiling now?
It's not like
Maple
Acme
syrup.
glue.
I figured I could like monkey swing on the cave now. I got sticky hands.
No.
Okay.
Spider monkey.
Also, the ceiling of this tunnel cave thing it's like 10, 12 feet
I can
up.
jump that high. I'm French.
No, you probably can't.
All right.
But yeah,
I
so-
could if I wanted to.
Okay, sure, we'll do it.
I just I have it. My knee's a little.
Prove it.
My knee's
Do
a little achy. I got an achy knee.
Okay. So you continue onwards.
I do.
Okay. Eventually, it opens up, and you notice that this land. So it opens up into this completely foreign land to you. There are these long, tall, spindly, spiky spires, and the plant life, if there is any, there's no leaves or anything like that. It's just these jagged structures just sort of sticking up out of the ground, almost crystalline in nature. And you see that there are dozens of these creatures wandering around. They're humanoid, bipedal. but they're covered in mouths with razor-sharp teeth
That is
and
gross.
eyes.
So they don't look friendly?
I mean, if you were to look at that, you would say, no, that is not friendly because of the nature of what they look like. Roll me another sanity check.
An 11.
You start to freak out a little bit, and you instinctually take the mask off. And you pop right back in the same place you were in before.
So it is not a way to travel through matter?
No.
Please explain what you have seen.
I explained everything that I've seen.
Meep.
All right, so it is some sort of passage to a cave of forgotten dreams, perhaps?
Or an underground tunnel to a mountain of madness.
Did it remind you of the Werner Herzog film with the same title
Oh.
from South France?
Oh, you mean where I'm from, southeastern France.
Yes, where the oldest human painting images have ever been discovered.
I've been there.
Older than 32,000 years.
I know. It's pretty great
Yeah.
to see.
How is your Werner Herzog impression?
Honey Boo Boo.
Kill this man?
Someone walks in and just shoots him in the head.
What? Do you not get humor here in the States? They just trigger happy?
I mean, you told them to kill him.
Yes, but I said it ironically.
You're French. They can't tell that. It all sounds the same.
Okay. So Andy Milonakis is dead.
Shoots Andy Milonakis.
I
You
got
drag him out.
peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head. Bees on my head. You remember that guy?
Nope.
No, you don't remember Andy Milonakis?
Nope.
What?
You don't remember Andy Milonakis either?
He's just making up names now.
He was a comedian on MTV.
Nope.
Wow.
Music on television.
I don't watch MTV. Never did.
It was like in the 2000s.
Doesn't matter. I hate it.
If it wasn't on the top 20 countdown.
It wasn't on TRL.
With Carson Daly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
Oh, wow. Okay. I watched a lot of television as a youth, I guess.
I did, but I didn't watch MTV.
I did not.
I watched movies and TV shows.
We got cable when I was like 13.
Yeah.
So,
Andy
Simpsons were
Milonakis.
awesome.
Check him out.
okay, yeah, I'm
It's
not
really,
really.
it's really great.
Went
Not
from
good.
PBS to The Simpsons. Whoa!
So that when they drag him out, they just put the gas mask back on the table, and then they drag him out and clean up the floor so as not to
All right. Well, it is a...
declass.
perhaps this is a job for a mobile task force.
Sure.
Hold on. So he was naked when he went in,
Yes.
and he had the jumper on when he went in the first time.
Yes.
So perhaps some armed sort of team to take out these mouth creatures that he's described.
But you only have one.
But we only have one mask, so we need some sort of...
And you also don't know what happens if you die in that other.
Oh, I feel
the
like if you
mask.
die in the cave, you die in real life.
No, but I mean, like, will the mask come back?
Oh, that is a good question. Maybe
well,
we do not
if
want to
it's
kill
taking off its head, I'm pretty sure. If the head is removed from the body, that's
Jessica?
like taking the mask off.
Would you like to try?
Would I like to go to the cave of hell? No.
No, I mean,
Go
would
to
you
the
like
cave
to...
of hell and cut your own head off?
Would you like
Let's
to try directing a D class to maybe get themselves killed? Because I've already killed a man.
Well,
Now, is it your turn?
I've got some ideas if we're going to run through these D-class.
Okay.
Take it away.
All right. Get me a new D-class in
All
there.
right. They bring in a new D class for you.
What's their name?
That's a great question. What
My
is it?
name's Shivas.
Shit.
I didn't know we had royalty in front of us.
What?
All right. That's a little joke. Kill this man.
Shoot him.
Just... let's get a second D-class in there as well.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Seagull.
Shivas meets Seagull, Seagull meets Shivas. Y'all are going
You're
to be...
dead. What an asshole.
But
I
did
don't-
they actually shoot?
No, they
Civis?
didn't shoot
Okay.
him.
Oh,
I need two of them in there.
Okay. Civis and Seagull.
Shivas Seagull.
Shivas. Seagull.
Mazel
Oh, hey,
tov.
guy. My parents named me after liquor, so I've had a good run. This is fair.
What are you in for, Shivas?
Armed robbery.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna need your arms right now.
Okay.
What about you, Cervix? What was your other name?
Seagull.
Seagull. I don't. You know what? Someone that upbeat. I don't really want to know.
Do you need Meep anymore, or do you think that
We
this is
always
not that
need Meep.
kind of anomaly where you don't need to go through a person?
I
for
don't
a
think we
person?
need to go through him, but I mean, he's here.
Is there for observation purposes?
Well, you know what? Let's bring Meep in as well.
How do
Put
I-
Meep in there with the D class.
Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping that I could get Meep's job at some point because it seems like
Well, Meep's not a D class. He actually works here for the Foundation.
Has a mop bucket.
He's our king custodian.
all right,
Meep.
all right, Meep.
You know why? He listens.
I mean, I worked. I was a master of the custodial arts.
I didn't
on the
realize they
outside.
had degrees for that.
I got a certification.
Well, that's good on you. I'm sure that your master's degree is coming in handy when you're in prison.
Meep does like a jacking off into the air motion.
Nothing better happen to me, or I'm going to be severely depressed.
Okay.
All right, I want all three of you to hold hands.
Okay.
We do.
Meep.
And then
Is this another
Shivas,
fucking cult?
Shivas, put
Yeah.
the mask on.
I'm holding hands with these
Yeah,
people.
you're
I
not
can't-
holding
You can
two
have
hands.
somebody.
You've got a
you can
free
have
hand.
like a guard put his mask on.
Yeah,
for him.
put the mask on him.
Guard goes over, slips the mask on. Shivas disappears.
All right, so the other two are still in
Yep.
the room.
Oh, what the fuck?
Shivas,
What the fuck?
you appear exactly where Andy had left off the last time.
Exactly where you left off. So there's
Yes.
mouth creatures.
So yeah, you pop into this mystery world, and there are big spires everywhere, and there are dozens of these like toothy mouth eye creatures all over the place who don't seem to notice you were paying attention.
How big are
to
they?
Some are like 5-6 feet tall. There's a couple that are a little smaller, I guess, but for the most part, they're all about 6-ish feet tall. Roll me a sanity check, since I don't know if they prepped you on what you were about to experience.
No, they didn't. But Shivas got an 18.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. This is nothing new for you.
The armed robbery was at a orphanage, so he's used to doing terrible things.
Sure.
I mean, does he have an earpiece in? Can he hear anything from the other side?
You didn't give him an earpiece.
Okay, that's true.
And what? There's a cave behind me.
There's a tunnel behind you, yes.
Okay.
So there's this big open area. It appears as though there is like a body of some sort of liquid not too far in the distance.
Okay. I mean, I've played Ark before, so this is fine. I'm gonna try to keep to the trees.
Okay, you can like sneak around.
I'm gonna see if I can like find a sharp rock or
Sure.
a good stick.
The sky is
Really
like
good
this
stick.
churning yellow with red clouds. It's kind of weird.
Okay. I mean, this is clearly like some sort of high tech VR. So
Sure. Roll me a stealth.
got a 15.
Yeah, you sneak on over to one of these
That's really.
pointy rocks,
Really good
and there
graphics.
are some of these little crystalline offshoots of the tree you're
Mm-hmm.
laying on the ground, which you would guess are like twigs, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're there. You can pick one up.
Okay.
It's about 6 inches long.
Nice. This is a good shiv.
Sure.
These creatures are any of them like by themselves?
There are some that are by themselves, and it looks as though there's a big sprawling, these big spire-looking buildings are all over the place, and it seems like some people are coming and going to this like middle area,
Quote unquote
And then-
people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Whatever you want to call them.
Okay, I mean like
Bipedal creatures.
Shivas is a natural born predator, so
Okay.
if there are any that are by themselves and look, maybe a little weaker than the other ones,
Sure.
he's gonna sneak up on one of those ones and
Okay.
give it a good stabbing.
All right.
Or he's gonna try to.
Yeah, there's
A good
you-
prison shank action.
you see one that's walking down some sort of path, and you see that you can look ahead and notice that eventually it'll be out of eye line, and this one's about 5 feet tall, I would say, so it's a little shorter.
Yeah,
than the other
short as
ones,
fuck.
not too- it's short. It's short as fuck. So yeah, so you could sneak up and try and
Yeah, I mean,
murder.
Shivas didn't react earlier, but he is royalty, so he's like
Okay.
really good at killing people,
Sure.
and he's been unable to in prison for quite a while. So he's gonna sneak up with a 9.
Okay.
And just go straight into attack mode.
Okay. So you step on one of the little crystalline twigs, I guess you want to call it, and it makes this loud piercing noise.
That's weird.
And it immediately draws the attention, and all the mouths open up simultaneously and let out this piercing, screaming noise. And all the eyes are wide as well. Roll me a sanity check before you attack.
Got a 7.
So the sound of this shrieking and screaming and all the mouths and the teeth and everything cause you to freak out, and in a moment of involuntarily, you just fucking rip the mask off.
There's monsters over there.
You weren't supposed to remove the mask.
Well, I got seen.
You got saw.
I got sawed.
Okay, well, the whole thing was to see if you would die in there, if you would
I was
come.
just like a.
That's an interesting bet you're taking.
Yeah. Isn't
It
it?
doesn't come back.
We were gonna see.
Okay.
Don't give me that
I
look.
feel like that should
Well,
be
you
a
need to give me.
last test.
All right, so the things that are in there, they're not like my normal.
Have you tried
People?
to have a conversation with them?
Yes.
And how did that go?
At the very sight of me, they started screeching.
Maybe they're peasants that don't respect royalty.
Well, maybe if they knew I was royalty and you gave me like, I don't know, a scepter, mace, and a handgun,
No.
I would be more likely to go back there.
All right, let's put a camera on Meep,
Okay.
an earpiece on Meep.
Okay.
Give him 2 Desert Eagles.
You give him guns?
He's not a criminal.
Meep.
He's a stone cold killer.
I'm a stone cold killer.
You're a big old pussy, and that's why you're here.
I'm going to say, so Meep pops in and pops out a few times. Like, we're just going to transition time a little bit here. And that's to let you know that A, the earpiece didn't work. B, the camera doesn't work. It cuts out as soon as he leaves. But you do find out that like a standard radio does work. So you can actually communicate back and forth with a standard radio for some.
And
Like
the
a
guns?
walkie-talkie?
Like a walkie-talkie radio, like those little rectangular boxy radios. For whatever reason, those do still work. But like earpieces don't, cameras don't. So I don't know. I'm not sure why, but that one seems to work. So Meep
Because
is
they're
now-
higher technology than the analog band of the walkie-talkie.
Yes.
What about my sharp stone knife?
It's not. You don't have it.
Didn't come back.
No, it didn't
Okay.
come back with you. Actually, you know what? It did come back with you,
Nice.
and it is a stick. Like it just
Just like
looks
a-
like a standard tree branch, but like 6 inches long and very dull.
Okay. I'm gonna try to discreetly sharpen it on the inside edge of the table.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, you were sneakily rubbing this tree branch and turning it into a shiv.
Seagull's
Quietly,
gonna get it.
Okay. So
What other information do we have on the mask from the organization that we work at?
nothing. It was just found.
We're writing the file.
In
We are
terms
writing
of,
the
like-
file, Jessica.
Its physical makeup, it has all the same sort of variables that a normal Soviet GP5 would have.
Jessica, would you like to
Same
buy this
materials.
physical makeup?
I don't wear makeup.
Well, perhaps some augmentation will be.
Is that your... are you good at contouring?
Oui.
Leave it to a Frenchman to make a woman feel great.
Not only contouring, but augmentation too.
I don't know what that means because I don't speak French.
Oh.
But I'm willing to let you go and give it a good shot.
Okay. Meep pops back up, or so now Meep goes over to the other world, and he's meeping over the radio to you guys. Meep, meep. He's asking for, what do you want him to do?
Tell him to sneak up onto those castle spires or the buildings he saw.
Okay.
And we gave him a stealth
What
silence
equipment
rifle.
did you give him? A rifle or a pit or
Well,
deagles?
two Desert Eagles originally, but when we I want him on a stealth mission, maybe he can
Okay.
have some more tactical gear.
Okay. So what would you
The
like him to have?
MTF, the M means meep.
That's
He will have a having played Fallout 4. Clearly, the best build is a stealth sniper.
He also has really soft socks.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
for
very
sneaking.
specific.
Yeah.
Sure.
And the ghillie suit for the color splash there.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you send Meep over there with whatever equipment that you just gave to him, we're going to take a break. And we're back. All right, so Meep is now on a stealth sneak mission, and he's describing to you everything. He's moving from location to location as quietly as he can, and he's observing what these creatures are doing.
All right, Meep, what you need to be out on the lookout for is some sort of portal device that can get more than just you over there.
Meep. And so he starts to look around, and he's noticing that as you get closer to these spires, there's more and more of these strange bipedal creatures.
Don't do anything stupid, Meep.
Meep.
Don't get yourself killed.
Meep.
Yeah, or maybe you could kill one of them and wear their skin like a suit, and the others will accept you as one of theirs.
Meep.
Just a thought.
Meep. So he going towards the spires, and he's going down back alleys and whatnot, and he's observing. And it doesn't seem like he's noticing anything like too weird about these creatures aside from the way that they look. And then he notices that there's a much larger structure than he had seen previously. And there are many of these creatures going towards the structure. And the walls of this structure and he describes it as like sort of like domes and much more of these spindly spire things, but also the walls look to be flowing in this black blood that's pooling out the front of the building.
Jessica,
Yeah.
I know I do not speak English as my first language, but I believe that Meep is a poet. The way he just told us about the flowing goo over the new structure, it makes me weep. It is like the taste of a freshly baked baguette, but for my brain. Picture.
Okay.
Are you going to weep for Meep? Is that what you're saying?
I am already weeping for Meep.
I'm weeping for Meepin.
Okay. And Meep is also reporting that there's like this low...
Thunderdome.
No, it's a sound. It's almost like a low scraping or screeching noise coming from inside
scrape.
this building. And like he said, he sees dozens of these creatures going in. He's like,
Meep,
should I go in there?
Do you think you can make it in safely? Yes?
Meep. Meep. Yeah, Meep.
Meep away.
So Meep describes how he's crossing across the street. Or whatever this thing. As far as he knows, it's a street. It looks, that's the closest sort of facsimile he can make to it.
In Germany, they call it the Strasse, so it is okay,
Sure.
yes?
And so he gets over across and sort of finds a lull in the crowd and sort of slips into the door. And then immediately starts to go off to the sides, he says, where there are not any of these creatures, but he can sort of sneak around unnoticed. He says he comes to a large open room, and there are hundreds of these creatures in here.
Meep, do not be a hero.
But not only are there hundreds of these creatures, there are like a pile of them, and then in the middle, there's like a larger one. Like
Some sort of
7 feet tall.
Super Mouth King.
And it's literally got its hands up in the air and is like screeching loudly to the rest of them. And they're all sort of got their hands raised up towards him, except for the pile that he's standing on.
But their hands are also mouths, yes?
There's mouths and eyes all over everything.
That is gross.
And that low scraping, screeching noise is coming from all the mouths of all the creatures in this room. And he says that the one in the middle takes like an elongated claw finger and slashes a hole in its belly.
Its own belly?
And this light starts to pour out of it. And these worm, snake, eel-like creatures that are covered in mouths and teeth and
I bet
eyes
they are delicious.
start to pour out and wriggle away. And
Meep, if you can get one and fry it in butter for me, I will reward you.
Meep says affirmative in Meep. And so he gets down, and you can hear over the radio gunfire.
Oh, no.
And
He has been discovered.
And Meep is saying that it appears as though that light is some sort of portal, and he's got to stop whatever that it is that they're doing before they come over to our world.
Your hero, Meep.
So you can hear lots of gunfire going off and everything like that. And within a few minutes, Meep comes back.
Oh.
And he just has a human heart in his hand. And he's like,
Did you get that?
Meep.
Is that human?
It's a human heart. He said he reached into the creature because he saw this thing. This was the source of the portal, and he pulled it out. And he took the gas mask off. And
quick thinking, Meep?
Meep.
Tell me, do you still have empathy for your fellow man?
Meep.
So if
Meep.
if Shivas were to stab Seagull with his sharpened stick, you would feel sad?
He cocks his gun. Meep.
Don't think I don't see what y'all doing, Shivas.
And Meep turns towards Shivas. Meep.
Shivas lunges with his shiv.
At
Shiv from Shivas. At Meep.
At Meep? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll to attack.
Shivas got an 18.
He's gonna
With his shiv. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get him with the stick. He stabs me. Roll me a d4.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's a stick. And he's
kind of
wearing
sharp
body
stick.
armor, but yeah, it's fine.
Shivas got a 1.
All right. So he manages to snag him between the armored section, and Meep lets out a loud eep, and then immediately puts the gun right up to Shivas' face and just turns his head into a canoe. Just bam!
Yes, that is how
Blows his
you
head back.
defend yourself against edge weapons. Very good.
Pulls the stick out and drops it.
But he was within 10 feet of you, so you are going to get stabbed. As I've been told.
Meep it just holds out the human heart. He's like, Meep?
Can we do a scan on that heart?
Sure.
Is it still beating?
No, it's very bloody and dripping all over the place.
Let's scan
Meep's
that
hand is
heart real
covered in
quick.
blood as well.
Yep. Meep. Do not take a bite, although it may be appealing.
Meep? He doesn't seem like he's, bloodthirsty or anything
Can
like
you
that.
can you try if you hand that to Seagull, does anything happen?
I don't know. What happens when Seagull gets handed a heart? A human heart that's very warm.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's gross. It's covered in blood.
Look, I'm sorry I robbed that convenience store.
Meep?
Can I don't want
Put it in the tray
He
next
barfs.
to you.
There's a tray. Okay.
There's a medical tray laying there.
Okay. Just puts that there. They take the tray off. So you're going to run tests on it, I
Yeah.
assume? What
we
kind of-
are going to put Meep and Seagull into a
Quarantine.
and we observe them for quite some time.
Okay. And I assume you also remove the gas mask, or
Yeah, we will contain it for now, but perhaps we'll have to send someone back because Meep said that they were trying to summon some sort of darkness to come to our world.
yes, through some sort of light. He said that there was a. So when he comes back, because he wasn't explaining everything while I was in the middle of the gunfire, he said that when he went down to get one of the eels or the snakes or worms, whatever it was, he said that he saw a larger one coming out of this hole, and he immediately felt like this was some sort of portal that was, or ripping a hole, and he felt like he
Is it
needed
space
to.
time?
Yeah, that he needed to act before something bad happened.
Meep, you're
And
a
he
hero.
saw that the source of this portal was some force within the body, and that's what he went for and grabbed it and pulled it out. And then when he came back, it's a heart. So
You have the instincts of a hero.
Meep. Meep.
Yeah. You will get a medal.
Meep.
I will bake you a baguette.
Oh, Meep. Okay. So you guys run a test.
Yeah.
Or all the tests, I guess.
Yes.
This is a human heart. Completely human. Totally normal human heart. Of what appears to be someone in their roughly 60s, you would guess.
Okay.
By what you can tell from looking at it, you're going to guess it's a male heart. But you can't really get a whole lot more information, just off of like some basic scans or whatever. But it was a perfectly good working heart. Looks like it was cut out based on the wounds around the
Aorta?
valves and whatnot.
I'm going to take a DNA sample and send it off.
Okay.
It turns out
See if I
it
can
is
get any matches
100%
on it.
that
Sure.
bitch.
So,
No?
what?
Is it your famous pop song?
100%.
I just took a DNA test. It turns out I am 100% that bitch.
That bitch. Got it. Meep. Yeah.
I don't listen to hip hop.
You put that
Is that a
out there.
Taylor Swift reference?
We?
You send
Please
out
no.
to get the DNA tested.
But I'm a meep.
A day later,
I'm a weirdo.
you receive a message from the O5 Council.
Oh, it's this
like-
time.
It's like, yes, there was a hit on that DNA.
Finally,
It
some
just so
recognition.
happened that there was in Moscow.
Is it
Exactly
the
at the
Lexis?
same time.
Too soon?
What?
Jesus.
Oh,
Valley
Jesus.
too soon? Sorry.
In Moscow, in a large church, somebody had walked in with a gas mask, started firing wildly at the crowd, killing many people,
Wow.
and then went over to the priest and cut his heart out with a knife before disappearing.
So that is the Orthodox Church for you? Again, a good reason for atheism to take hold?
This is followed by reports of the same day where somebody with a gas mask was lurking around a park and tried to stab somebody with a stick
In Russia?
before disappearing.
Was it?
Oh.
Yes, it was
also
all in
Moscow.
Russia.
So this is like our phone to the Kremlin?
I'm gonna look at that footage from the church.
Okay.
Is it Meep?
Is it meep?
So it has the same body type, but it's not wearing Meep's like MTF outfit. It's like a greenish colored suit.
He is squishy.
But he's wearing the same gas mask
Okay.
and he's got the same weapons that Meep has and moving the same exact way Meep said he was moving, doing exactly the same things that Meep said he was doing.
This is strange,
except
no?
not monsters, people, just shooting people.
Well,
in a
I
church.
mean,
And then cutting the heart out of a priest.
in his defense,
Leave it to an American to have a mass shooting somewhere else. Yeah, we.
first
So
off,
the O5
Meep,
Council is asking for some answers in terms of like, why did you teleport?
We have
a
caught the culprit.
maniac
Fear not.
to, yeah. Meep's just like, Meep?
I'm gonna. You know what? I'll take
Meep?
this.
Oh, we, yeah.
I'm
Because
gonna-
I have already worked 8 hours. So
Yeah,
it's time for
you're-
my break.
Yeah, and
For the weekend.
I'm banned from Chili's for a while, so I can't go there.
What is Chile's?
Oh,
Chiles.
it's an amazing, amazing restaurant.
It's not.
$1 margaritas.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
They do have dollar margaritas?
Yes.
Okay.
I will have to try it.
I'll get with the O5 Council and kind of give them all the information that we have on this, exactly how everything went down. They have the recordings of us doing the tests.
Sure.
So
The descriptions of the mouth screeching creatures.
Yeah. Well, they're getting that. They're like, yeah, we get that that's what he's describing. But he went into a church of people and shot.
he's also a very big atheist.
So,
So I don't know if he's lying or not,
okay.
but I gotta take Meep at his word.
Okay.
He's never meeped around like this
I mean,
before.
you could put him through a lie detector test.
I mean, we could do that, but we don't really have the resources.
Yes, you have one on site.
But also, they say that lie detector tests aren't as truthful as one would think. They're not actually used in courts anymore because of how easy it is to get false
We're not in
negatives
court.
off of them.
And false positives.
And yeah,
If he fails, we just shoot him in the head
Well,
or
we
make him a D class. Actually, we would make him a D class. That makes more sense.
but I'm saying
Always
they're
need more.
unreliable tests.
yeah, well,
Meep.
You
Meep.
could just torture him.
I mean, somebody's got to get in some kind of trouble for,
Do we?
shooting up a church.
Can't we just blame
The
it on?
the ethics committee is very unhappy right now.
Let's blame it on a D class then. I know
But
this.
We've
are they a
already got the
church-based
tapes.
ethics committee?
And they review
But
them
they
too.
don't. I mean, the world doesn't need to know that it was Meep. He did his job. He did what he was asked
Sure.
to do.
I mean, we could obviously, one way or another, we're going to put out a cover story that it was some
exactly. So
psychopath.
I don't
Yeah.
understand why
But
we got to.
internally,
Yeah, but
the ethics council, something needs to happen.
excuse me. Per my last email, O5 Council,
Oh God.
this man has been nothing but loyal to the company that he works for.
I get that. We kill people for less, but or made them declass for less. All I'm saying is the ethics committee has said that you have to run him through a battery of tests to figure out if he was just homicidal killer, in which case we're going to make him a D class. And these tests need to be recorded, by the way, so that you don't just fake them, because obviously you are partial to Meep. from your email, it's apparent that you're very partial to Meep. Just saying. And if he
is a
passes
handsome
it,
fellow.
then, we'll just move him back to janitorial services and not give him a gun again.
Could it be possibly that it was Shayna Gully wearing a mask? Have you thought about
According
that?
to the footage, no.
Okay. Oh, I tried.
Shayna Gully isn't even there, right?
No, she's not there.
Yeah.
She's on vacation.
She's on way back
not
from
vacation.
assignments.
She's got a saline drip going on in one of the medical areas. Site 69.
Sure.
All right, let's put Meep through these tests then.
Okay. What tests would you like to put Meep through?
What does the O5 Council
Well,
suggest?
They want a lie detector test. And they also want to dose him up with true serum.
We'll put him through one of those, even though they are not reliable tests.
Sure. Meep.
Yeah, what about the vending machine? They can just truth serum him with it, right?
The vending machine's not there. We've been over this.
Yeah, but the O5 Council has it.
No, we don't.
Shit.
And it was a
It was a
coffee
machine.
maker.
You're a coffee maker.
Coffee maker. Yes. It was coffee machine, coffee maker, whatever.
All right. Hey,
So
buddy.
dose him up with, what is it, sodium pentothal? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I've never done
Is
that
that what
drug.
true serum is? What is true serum?
I think it's just
That-
fentanyl.
that sounds right to me.
Fentanyl and water.
Sodium fentanyl. Got it.
So it's salty fentanyl. I mean, why do we have to fact check this? Nothing that we do has facts to it.
Oh, because we'll never hear the end of it from Steve when he gets
Or
here.
Big
in the
Jim
second
or
episode.
somebody.
Or Big Jim, yeah.
Who?
Okay, so sodium pentothal is a thiopentanol is a true thiopentanol.
All right.
All right,
Theo
so
panties.
he's dosed up and he's a little loopy looking, but
Can I also take a little hit?
Meep, if you want.
I like you,
If you want
buddy.
Meep to know that you love him.
Yeah, Meep likes you too.
All right, Meep. I don't want to do this, but I'm being forced to by my manager.
Meep,
Thank you for your understanding.
Meep,
You understand why we're here.
Meep.
Okay. Did you see boogums or did you really see a priest and you just cut off the priest's heart?
Meep.
All right, I checked the machine.
It says that he's telling the truth, that he saw boogums and felt the need to murder boogums. And it's not showing up as a lie.
Where's the
Do y'all need anything else?
Where's the map now? The mask.
It's still sitting in that room that you left it in.
So the radio, it works. Maybe some sort of a sonar device works as well.
Meep.
What if
You keep asking questions. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What if you use it and instead of killing these creatures, you give them a nice big hug? So someone will show up in the gas mask and love people?
Okay.
I'm going to run down to that room.
Okay. You do.
And
Gas mask is
it's
just
always
sitting on
Russia so
table.
far?
I
the-
grab it.
The two instances, yeah. Okay, you grab it.
Jessica, are you going on vacation?
You keep interviewing him.
Meep?
I got to run some more diagnostic tests.
Okay.
Meep, how is it you always talk in prose?
Meep. Meep, meep.
Oh,
Meep, meep, meep.
oh, it's so good.
Meep.
And your parents?
Meep.
Rockefellers.
Meep.
That is why you love cleaning?
Meep.
I put the mask
and
on.
so Jessica puts on the mask and is immediately teleported back to the church. Or, well, what you know to be the church
The
based
scene of
on
the church,
how
yeah.
the mask works. So, yeah, so you see a number of the creepy monster-looking things all lingering around well, there's not dead ones there anymore, but they're lingering around and they're like moving towards you.
I'm going to take my handgun out and fire it into the air.
And they immediately drop to the ground, and all their mouths on their back open up and just start screaming wildly.
Is there any way to break this mask? Like maybe take one of the eye lenses out.
I mean, you haven't tried.
I'm going to try to do that.
Okay, so you just start bashing the
Well,
eyelids
no.
while you're wearing
With your
it?
handgun. This will go
With
well.
With the bullet,
With the bullet?
with the
barrel?
gun barrel end going
Sure,
to
yeah.
Tink, 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 tink.
Roll a strength
No,
check.
is there any way to like just because they're sealed, right?
Yes. It's all sealed.
Can I try to rip away at it with my hands? It's probably not great, but I gotta find my actual character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably took a lot of physical stats with the researcher.
Shut up. Say it's a 12.
So you're pulling at it, and it seems like, nothing's coming off of the mask.
Really well constructed.
Yeah, it's
Soviet.
it's a wartime mask.
What if I don't fully remove it? Like I break the seal on the bottom, right?
As soon as you break the seal, the bloop pop
Okay.
back up where you were before.
I'm gonna see if I can take that sharpened stick and kind of dig out the eye part.
What,
the
Shiv is
mask.
his Shiv?
Yeah.
Roll strength.
It's not great. It's an 8.
The stick just breaks.
God
It's
damn
just-
it.
It's just a stick. It's not even a good stick. It's just a stick.
How do I get a hold of the 05 Council?
You call him.
I'm just gonna call him real quick.
Okay. Hi.
Hey, it's
What do you want?
Jessica here.
Hi, Jessica. Did you determine if Meep is guilty
Totally
or not?
innocent.
Okay. Well, we'll have to review the footage, but okay. Make sure that nothing, wonky went down.
I also put that mask back on myself.
Okay. I was just about to tell you that you should probably halt testing because apparently, someone murdered a group of people in Moscow.
Well, just a heads up.
Okay.
I put it back on.
Hold, please.
Oh, but I got more.
So you just hear the da 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 da. It cuts back. All right, so you shot up a church?
No, hold on.
Because apparently someone in a gas mask popped up and just started firing wildly in the air in the church.
I knew what I was doing the
Firing in
entire
the air?
time.
How the people die?
They didn't.
Oh, so you shot up a church is very,
It's the same church that someone got a heart stabbed in. So obviously the news spread pretty quick. Also, we're the SCP Foundation. I could get whatever information I
Well, I
want.
know, but
usually
I was
pretty
going to give you that information.
quick. Okay. Well, now I know too. Okay, great. Awesome.
But what I'm
Why'd
saying
you
is,
fire into the air? in a church?
Well, because what else was I going to do? Fire into the crowd? No, I made sure I was doing it as safely as possible.
Why?
Why'd you fire at all?
But why'd you go?
Well,
Why'd you
because
do
I
any of this?
wanted to really put myself in Meep's shoes, you see, because I totally believed him, but now I have indisputable evidence that he is telling the truth.
What evidence?
That when you put the mask on, you see boogums.
Yeah, but we already think that you're biased, so you could just be making it up like he could be.
You
making
come
it up.
down here and put the mask on, take my gun,
I'm not
fire
putting
it
on
into
an
the air.
anomaly and then firing a gun in a church.
Who would you trust?
The tests.
I'm doing tests.
You just went to a church and fired into the air. There's
Doing
no
tests
tests
here.
being done.
Doing tests.
You're not allowed to put you put it in a box and no touchies.
I put it into a pillbox.
Too big for a pillbox?
I don't think it is.
How big is a pillbox?
Like a hat box.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking about like a machine gun nest. Because when you're in the pillbox.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
For the,
Okay. And then it's locked, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it home.
No.
Why?
You leave it on site, not to be used. It's an anomaly. You don't take anomalies home.
Well, I want to do some extra testing on it.
We are halting testing on it. No
Because
testing.
I have a question, because, we've only done tests in this room right here, you know? So, what if we do tests in a different room and put you in a different part?
So you could pop up in a different church and shoot it up.
Why
right?
is it always
Well-
going to be a church?
That's just, I don't know with you.
perhaps that, did we do a background test on that priest? Perhaps he was evil?
No. He was
No?
just a dude.
What kind of religion was it?
Russian Orthodox, of course.
I believe so. Let me see here. The Cathedral of Christ, the
Is that the-
Savior Church
In Moscow.
in Moscow, Russia.
What's the address?
I don't know.
It should be right there under the
not
Google.
I mean, I didn't.
Are they
Google it.
open?
In the case
Careful. They,
Let's dock some.
Yeah,
You know
Vladimir
what?
will
I'm not
find
looking
you.
up Russian church in my fucking search history. So no, you're not allowed to take it home. We're halting testing until further authorization. You put it in a box, you put it in a cell, and you don't touch it anymore.
Huh.
Meep, according to the testing and the psyche valve that we're about to put in.
And this sketch I made of him,
and you made a sketch of him for some fuck reason.
I gave him giant boobies.
Okay. I don't know why you did any of the things that you did. But either way, once he's cleared, he's going to go back to being a fucking janitor and we're not going to give him a gun and send him on missions. Because
He's
he's
a poet.
janitor.
He's a poet with a gun.
I don't care.
He's a good guy.
And
He's
he would
just-
look really good with some titties.
Meep comes by to pick up his bucket and mop. And Meeps. both
Meep,
of you.
here's my card.
Meep.
Plastic surgeon.
Meep?
In case you wanted some C-cups, I think.
Meep?
Yeah?
Speaking of cups, I also give him a card.
Meep?
Here,
Meep?
look at it.
What's the card?
It's a gift card to Chili's. You've made it, bud.
All right. I feel like I have to try this Chiles now. You are very...
You're part of the group. Everyone's going to love you.
Meep. And so he puts those in his pocket, picks up his mop bucket, and goes back to mopping up the floor.
There goes my hero. Mopping
Mopping
every day.
Mopping on each floor. So
Doom, tick-a-doo.
as they lock this anomaly up, the anomaly is designated as SCP-1499, otherwise known as the gas mask. And with that, we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out
I
next
think
time.
there's more to that. I don't think Meep should have gotten all the... You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers. Your weapon of choice, Big Jim, The Nuck, Lord Chronic, Skinner, B-Mail, Shanda, Panda, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Zukari, Scabby Goose, Lost Slimy, Shanagome, Red Panda, God King Bash.
May the hearts of his enemies be cut out and brought to him daily.
Get 'em.
Sapper Supreme, maybe, and Old Swamp Ass, maybe. Yeah, I have a
You can just wipe that away if it's
Forgot
not.
to check. Got it.
Guys,
Forgot to
you
check.
know what?
It's tough.
We'll
Takes a
do-
lot of time.
Yeah, it's really hard to refresh Patreon.
Hey, man, I was sleeping.
You just put a P in the search bar, and it probably is the first thing that's
You want to head to Patreon, you can do so on so many great websites. FreedomValleyHorsePace.com, DickBlood.club, LizardTeats.com, MookMolk.com, BuyTheseViagra.com, LouisianaPocketGopher.com, DamnYouDentist.com, BirdsWithPenises.com, Chickums.church,
Did you check Big Jim's Facebook?
I'm on
Messenger,
it.
by the way? Okay.
DamnYouDentist.com,
The outro.
ChugYourMilk.com,
I love that
RaoulsMovingCastle.com,
one.
DaddyDentist.com,
Boo.
PartyMormons.com,
I'll be your daddy.
Newly minted,
Daddy.
Ooh,
ChongoGrande.com,
Chango Grande!
Well, no, it's-
new
isn't
taco
it-
truck.
It's Chongo Grande Cerveza, isn't it?
ChongoGrandeCerveza.com,
There you go.
Bro, can we start a beer truck called Chango Grande?
and
Yeah, I thought we already discussed this. Yes, that's the plan.
Meeps
We have the
Creeps.
website.
Did I have
.com.
did I have the same idea twice? Was I blacked out?
Yeah,
No, it was last week.
it was literally last
Okay.
week. Yeah.
So now we have meepscreeps.com
Meeps Creeps.
Let's go.
or simply patreon.com/botchpodcast. You want to support the show but can't do it financially or can't buy stupid websites? Well, then you can head on over to iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and leave us a 5-star review. Chunky will read on the show.
Yo.
Thank you to Gozer for intro and outro music. Thank you to Emily Swan for our album art. Send something to the studio, P.O. Box 3178, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. We'll open it up on stream. And as always,
What?
Meep. Meep.
Meep?
Meep. Meep. Yeah.
Me?
See you next week, nerds. Okay. Y'all, we're waiting for Steve.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him yet, have we?
No, well, we've been on the show.
Yeah, I know.
So
He said his name is
Still Texas.
Theo Pentanol, secret agent. We've heard from him.
So what we're going to do is we are going to take a break.
Okay.
Perhaps for the rest of the night.
No, because we could also do the other episode.
Perhaps
just two
to
people.
dream. 'Cause Phil's very excited about dreaming, and I could go to bed. Dennis, you want to play some video games by yourself down here?
What?
We're
Meep?
leaving. Meep?
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 Steve's dead.
I'm glad that you guys
Steve's
immediately
still at
went-
work.
I'm
So-
glad that you guys immediately went with
Murder?
knowing exactly what Meep was saying without me having to like
That was great.
explain it. Okay,
Yeah.
glad that
But also, like,
it didn't even have to explain.
no, of course not.
I'm glad.
But also, Meep was saying whatever we wanted Meep to say.
Yeah,
That's good improv right there.
It's like when John Schwartz played that
Too enthusiastic
thumbs up, too enthusiastic
Too
thumbs up
enthusiastic
monkey.
thumbs up. So, is Steve coming?
I don't know.
for
He's
the
in
second-
chat.
Steve, you
Let's
still
ask him.
work,
He
bud?
said I died. I don't know what that means.
He's dead.
The second episode, we can also do that one with 3 people just fine. But
Tristan wants to go
oh my
home.
god, the episode was only an hour, so it's not even like you.
There
Go get pizza
goes
dip,
my
chunk.
zero.
I'm gonna eat all your fucking pretzels.
I mean, it's a full bag, so let's save this before I forget. Ba-dee-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-doo.
All right, he's still at work. Should be home in 15.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So what do you guys want to do? Another episode without him, or wait 15 minutes?
Well, normally our breaks are like 9 minutes, right?
That's true.
So
We could just come back and fuck around.
yeah, let's take a break now. Let's wait for Steve to get home. If we come back early from break, we can just
All right.
mess around and chat. Everybody, stick around.
I'll make a Zoom.
Jonky's already leaving.
All right. BRB,
We'll be back.
guys.